Hello everyone, I'm Gio. I hope everyone's having the best blessed day possible today. Today's Monday the 15th, tax day. Well, I did my taxes really early. First time I've done my taxes in, I don't know, 10 plus years probably. But I got them done early, so I already got them back. You know, it wasn't a big amount anyway because I didn't start working until September. But I did get a little bit back, so it's good not to have to be in a rush like a lot of people, I suppose, to get everything done. But today I'm out on location. I'm down at the Ilion Marina. I rode my bike on the bike trail, and I'm down here at Ilion Marina. So we're down by the water. And very beautiful day out. It's only like 57 degrees, but it feels really nice out. So I just thought I'd go out, take a ride, make a little video. So just share with you guys what's been going on with me and how things are going. So life is good. You know, everything's really good. Got a couple things that are up in the air right now. You know, a couple of little things that happened. But the first one was, so I have this issue, health issue right now. I have what is called elbow bursitis. And I have like a burr sack on my elbow, and I believe it's from working out. So it's like a big sack, and it's really like squishy to touch and everything. So it's just a little bit frustrating because I want to work out and stuff, but I'm not trying to make it worse. I have a doctor's appointment next week for it, but so I've had it for probably a month now or whatever. So what happened was last week when I was at church, you know, I prayed that the Lord would take it away from me, you know. So and then when I woke up, so that was last Sunday, and when I woke up on Tuesday morning, it felt like that it was down, you know, that it went down a lot. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know, is the Lord really taking this away from me? So I Googled really quickly was how to, you know, the treatment for it, what I could do. And one of the things it said was to wear a compression sleeve. So I already had compression sleeves for my carpal tunnel. So I went and I put both compression sleeves on, you know, the one arm, and I like folded them, I like pushed them, scrunched them way up, you know, so they were right on the elbow. And basically it cut off the circulation of my hand. So my hand was all swollen from it and everything. But I was trying to help heal it, you know, and because I really wanted to go into work the next day on Wednesday and go say, you know, that my elbow is healed, you know, and that God helped me heal my elbow, you know. So I don't know if it was going to be a testimony for me or a testimony for God necessarily, why I was trying to do that, you know, and so why it was so important for me to try to do that. But I got a little bit excited about it. So, and then the other treatment option for it was that I needed to take, I Googled, because all I had was Tylenol at my house, but it said that I needed to take something with anti-inflammatory in it. So it needed to be like a leave. So I went down to the Dollar Tree in Mohawk by my house around noon on that last Tuesday, and I bought a bottle of 50 Aleve, generic Aleve. So then the next morning, so I started taking them, and basically I was taking 4 at a time. So I ended up taking like 15 of them by the next morning. So and when I woke up the next morning, Wednesday morning, you know, I popped 4 of them, and then I went to probation. So now while I was at probation, I had to do a tox screen, and for some reason my screen came back and it was positive for something, opiate, barbiturate, something like that was positive for. So the only thing that I done different was I took that the Aleve, the generic Aleve. So, and then I remembered, you know, because at one point in time before I had an issue where I tested positive, and it was because my antibiotics caused me to test positive when that's all I was taking when I got my teeth out. And and when I did that, one of the people from Beacon, they gave me a list of things that could give you a possible positives, you know, for things. And naproxen, which is the anti-inflammatory, that is one of the things that are on this list. So since that happened, you know, I've been like the utmost careful with everything I do. I don't take like anything at all. Like I won't take any supplements. You know, I try to watch everything I do just in fear of having anything like this happen. So, but for some reason that did not even cross my mind at all, and I just popped these naproxen like they were candy pretty much, you know. But the thing is that for me, so to take 16 of them, you know, in that short amount of time, it was less than 24 hours. I ended up taking 15 or 16 because I counted them the next morning when I got to work at 10 o'clock. I counted them, but so when I went to I had to go later that day to Beacon and go do a couple more tests, another urine screen, and then I did a mouth swab as well, in hopes that they'll come back, and it'll show that I didn't actually take anything illicit and that I truly didn't do anything, because I really didn't, so that's the thing, is like, I'm so proud of my sobriety. I'm so proud of the year I have in. There's nothing in the world that would make me go and do this, but it looks that way, at first, it looked that way. So the probation officer asked me, well, let me see your phone, so I gave her my phone, and she went through my phone, and she sees that I'm not doing anything inappropriate at all. I'm not doing one single thing that I'm not supposed to be doing. All I'm doing is everything like I talk about in my videos, everything that I say, it's 100% the truth. You know what I mean? I go to church, and I try to focus on, my health. I try to focus on everything I can good. These videos are real. Everything I say in the video is 100% true. I'm not going to make anything up. I'm not going to be false about anything. If for some reason I was to go and use something, if something caused that to happen, I would 100% just be honest about it, because if I'm not honest about it, then I'm not going to ever get better. You know what I mean? And I fully recognize that, and I realize that, and I realize taking responsibility for my actions. I recognize that as well. So I ended up having to have a one-on-one with my counselor from Beacon on Friday, and she said, well, let's break this down a little bit, and we looked at the whole compression sleeves, so it says to put on compression sleeve, and what do? I put on 2, and I scrunch them all the way up, trying to make it as tight as possible. You know what I mean? That's something that's not necessarily a normal thing for someone to do. You know what I mean? Someone's not gonna overly do it, like that, but that's always been my history, and that's always kind of been what I've always done. So for me, that wasn't even a thought, you know what I mean? If I had more than 2, I would have put them on as well. I truly would have put on 10 of them if I had them, but all I had was 2 compression sleeves, so I put them both on. And then past that, now they'll leave. So for a normal person, they're going to get a leave that says you can take 2 per 12 hours, 2 every 12 hours, not to exceed 6, maybe in 24 hours or something like that. But, but for me, just by taking 4 at once, and doing that 4 times, that to me was me being good and me being cautious and me trying to be careful about what I was putting in my body, because I really am trying to focus on my health in every way. I have a physical coming up where we're looking at my levels, trying to get my levels down and stuff. So it's just amazing to me that I didn't even give that a thought. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even thinking about my health. I'm not thinking about anything. All of a sudden, I got in my head that I wanted this to go away, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that go away. So, so I just took them, not caring about any of the other things, not even thinking about the fact that this is one of the things that are listed as a possible thing that could test positive, not even giving that a thought in the world. So it's kind of crazy to me that that's how my mind works, and so these are behaviors that I have to learn from, and I have to get better from. But there were times in the past, when I first started, when I got prescribed hydros and everything from the doctor, and then I started buying them from every single person, and I'm buying like 20-something scripts a month off everybody. I mean, there were days where I'm taking them 10 at a time, and then I remember one day specifically I took 10 hydros, and then half an hour later I didn't even feel them, so then I took 10 Oxy 10s, 10 Hydro 10s, 10 Oxy 10s, still didn't feel anything, still felt like crap afterwards, and that's how bad that, my addiction got, and that's how bad my tolerance got, so now to do something like this, I thought I was being good, by only taking 4 at a time, but I need to be aware of that, you know what I mean? And I got to learn from that. So the whole thing is with this, you know what I mean? I don't know how this test is going to come back, if it's going to prove without a doubt that I didn't do this, because I didn't do anything besides take the naproxen. That's the only thing I did in the world, hand to God, which is the most important thing to me. That's the only thing I did in the world is I took that. But I did do something wrong, you know what I mean? I did. I shouldn't have done that, and I know better than to do that. So I take responsibility for my action, of taking that. And if for some reason this cannot be proven that I didn't do anything wrong, then and I have to go back in the programs that I'm in. I have to go back to the beginning of them, even, you know what I mean? Even though I'm almost done, if I had to go back and start them over again, that's on me, you know what I mean? I hope that doesn't necessarily happen, but if that's God's will and that's what God thinks that I need, you know what I mean? Because that is my behavior now. My behavior was to do that easily, and with just one little instance to be able to just do that, you know what I mean, and not even give it a thought, to take all that, you know what I mean. I need to recognize that that's not good for me, and I need to have that in my mind, you know what I mean, that can hurt me, you know what I mean. Someone isn't supposed to take that much in that amount of time. My liver function is already, you know, affected from all my drug use and everything, so I'm trying to make that better. I want that to improve, so why would I go and take these like that, you know? So I need to learn from it. It needs to be a learning thing, you know, where I learn from it, and I recognize that I need to learn and get better. So if it is that God sees that I need to go back in the program and I need to do more time in the program, then that's what God has in mind for me, and that's what I need to do, you know. I hope that all doesn't happen. And my biggest worry in the whole thing was that like my probation officer and people that know me, you know, because I'm talking this big talk now, you know what I mean? I'm talking this recovery. I'm recovered, you know, I'm doing so well, and I speak of it often, you know, how great life is and how wonderful I feel and how I want to help other people to be able to feel this way. And I make all these videos, you know, to try to show people that they too can do this, and that this is my purpose in life now, and this is what I want to do. So now if it looks like I use the substance, you know, what does that do for my merit, you know what I mean? What does that do for my character, for everything I'm trying to do? Does that going to make people question now what I'm doing or whatever? So that was my only concern, was that I hope that they don't not trust me after this, because it is, that's all that it was, you know. So we'll see how it all plays out and everything, but I trust in God that he knows what's best for me, and whatever his will is what will be done, and I will go along with it. But I take full responsibility for my action. You know, I should have done that. I definitely made a mistake in doing that, and it's a learning lesson, and I need to learn from that. So that's where we're at with that. And then the next part of everything right now that I have going on is my apartment. You know, I have till the end of May to be out of my apartment, and you know, in the one apartment that we took, it didn't work out. You know, it was unfortunate, but it didn't work out. And so now we're looking for an apartment, and there's not a whole lot available out there, you know. But when I pray to God, I just pray that God's going to put me in the best apartment that's going to be the best for me, to develop my relationship with him and to further my relationship with him, whatever that may be, and to help my girlfriend as well, to further her relationship, you know, with her growing relationship with the Lord, to make that stronger. And that those are the only things I'm focused on, and those are what I care about, you know, for my apartment and everything going forward. And I trust that God will place us in the right place, and I'm not really worried about it at all. But I do pray for it often, though. So, and then so everything besides that, I had prayer group today. It was amazing. It was really, really good. All the ladies that are part of that group, they're so amazing. Like it's so amazing to be able to learn from all these people and to be a part of this, you know, be a part of a group like that, where I get to go there and I get to learn from them and hear their experiences, you know. And they all care about me a lot. They really, really do, and they all believe in me. I told them the story, you know, about the leave and everything, you know, and they believe me. They didn't doubt me for a second, you know, so that's really, really cool. And then after that today, I had some volunteer work I did for the church, and that was great. You know, I love being a part of the church, and I love that all these people love having me around so much. Like, it feels really, really good, and I feel like I belong. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that I shouldn't be doing I feel like that I'm where I'm supposed to be, you know, and that's the most amazing feeling that there is to feel like that you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing, and that you're that my purpose is being fulfilled, you know, so to speak. So it feels really, really good to be doing that, and everything else is coming along nicely, and you know, I feel great. Even though, you know, I took all those leave and everything, even though my elbow was all swelled up. But aside from that, you know, I feel great. I feel amazing. And life is going to happen. And I'm very encouraged and very can't wait to see what the future holds, you know. So I really, really can't. And, you know, I ride my bike all the time. I'm always on my bike, you know, riding. And when I'm on my bike, you know, I just the entire time I'm carrying on a conversation with God. That's what I do. I carry on the conversation with God, you know, and I just pray to God. And these are things I pray for all the time. Is you know, first I thank God. I thank him for everything that he's done for me. You know, I thank him for my creation. I thank him for this amazing world that he's built for us and for me to live in, you know. And then I ask him, I just tell him I want to be the best version of myself on this day and on every day going forward. I want to become the very, very best version of myself. And I really want to make a difference in this world. I really want to try to help people. I really want to use my experiences to help others. And I really want to make the world a better place. I truly want to do that, and I ask the Lord for that. And then I tell him that, I want to have a big life, you know what I mean? I want to be able to go spread the word of God. I want to be able to, for God to use me to spread the word, for him to speak through me and for him to use me as a vessel, for his message and everything. And that I know that I'm supposed to be doing that. So I ask him just to do that and to anoint these videos and to make these videos to help them reach out to the people that need them. And and to bless the channel and everything. So I ask for that at all times. And I just ask him to help me develop my relationship with him, help me develop my relationship with other people that can help me to develop my relationship with him. And that basically that I recognize that that's what matters. I thank him all the time for speaking to me when he did at the time that he came and spoke to me. I thank him for always providing for me. I thank him for keeping me safe and keeping me out of trouble as much as he has, because I know I did not make that easy on him. So I thank him for that all the time. And then, I say prayers for as many people as I can think to say prayers for and everything. Today, one of my friend's fathers passed away from cancer, so I say prayer for him and his family. And they're also members of the church and everything. So I hope that you guys are okay, and I hope that that you guys get through that, and that tomorrow morning when you wake up, you guys will have a newfound spirit and newfound happiness and everything. So I hope that happens for you guys. But I love everyone. I thank everyone who watches these videos, and please try to spread the word. I promise you better videos are coming. I'm going to start doing editing. I have so much other stuff I want to do with them, and I really just want to share with you guys at some point in time the story of my life, everything I've been through, all the different experiences that I've had, all the overdoses I've had, all the different arrests that I've had that have gotten me to this point in time, and all the different times that God has intervened in my life, because he's intervened a lot. He's had to intervene a lot to keep me out of trouble and to keep me safe, and I recognize that fully now. So I want to share all that, as well as just give you guys just the story of my life, basically, everything I've been through, all the trials I've been through, the bouts with homelessness, the amount of years that I was homeless, walking around with only a backpack on my back, and that's it, but yet trying to take care of everyone, and yet just always being a martyr for everyone. Like, it was really weird. I don't know how my life has went, but always caring a lot about everyone, always trying to do my best, but feeling the reach of God always, feeling God trying to impose himself into my life and trying to make sure that I was okay. All the different times I've died and been brought back, and been kept safe and everything, just the different occurrences that I've had with that, sometimes where I was in the hospital for 8 days altogether, after I got in a fight with a bunch of cops, 6 cops, and I woke up after a coma. I was in a coma for 2.5 days, and I'd lost more blood than anyone seen without the person being dead. I had 97 stitches I woke up with. So I want to share all these stories with you guys and let you guys know how I got to where I'm at now, and they're all very interesting. All my arrests are very, very interesting. They all every single one of them is a silly story where I did something so silly, and it's amazing to me that I was that person for so long and everything. And it feels so great to be as far along as I am now, to be a year in sobriety now. It feels great, and I feel like that I've come so far, but I feel like I have so much further to go. I've been working on all these goals. I try to have daily goals and things that I work on and everything. I got an email today saying that that I've had 6 months of on-time payments, for all my credit and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I like that I got that, And last week I met every single move goal that I had, for as far as like watching my calories and everything and trying to make a certain move goal every single day. I had, I think it's like, 13 days in a row now that I've met my goals. So that's the most that I've ever had with that. So it's little things like that that I work on, watching my weight, doing all these different things to try to make sure I'm healthy. So I go back to the doctor next week, and for my physical, for my 6-month follow-up physical. The first one I went to was my first physical in, 10, 15, 20 years maybe. I don't even know the last time I had a physical, but my levels weren't too bad with anything. So, but we're going to go and check on them and make sure that they're going down in the right direction and everything. So we'll learn a little bit about stuff going forward from there. But overall, I feel great. It feels amazing to be in recovery. It feels amazing to be sober and to have the future is very, very bright, and I feel like I look better better than I've ever looked, to be quite honest. Like, going back through all my pictures and everything for quite a long time, like, I feel like I've gotten better looking. So somehow at 45 years old, I am the best version of myself at 45. So that feels pretty cool. But I got some grays going, but I kind of like them. So I don't know, but I love everyone. I wish everyone the best blessed day possible. And remember that it's nice to be important, but it's infinitely more important to be nice. God bless.